what I'm going to tell you is something I don't know what's happened. And I'm pretty confused about it. I got a job offer about a week ago. It was pretty strange. I was looking for a job online. I'm fresh 19. Not that much jobs I could get for now. I find a job on Craigslist for security at a industrial building. Looks pretty good. Looks legit. Looks good. Good pay too. $50 an hour. I only work from 11 o'clock p.m. to 5 a.m. Pretty good job. So I texted in the offer asking if I could join. I sat inside my interview. About 3 hours later, I get a text saying I have to pretty much, well, I got accepted. Hooray for me. Now, anyway, continuing on. The text described where I had to meet, and, well, pretty much the thing. They were willing to hire me immediately and to go for the first shift tonight. That night. That was pretty weird, considering that you have to wait usually a day. So I said sure, I could get paid faster, which made sense in my mind. I wasn't prepared. I go to the location. I get my uniform from the man. Still don't know his name. He never told me, which is odd. What I have to do, he pretty much said, was stay inside of an office, go do some errands around the building, and, well, the pamphlet will describe the rest. That pamphlet. He said, go into your office. Here's the keys. Go into your office and, well, read the pamphlet. It'll describe the rest of the job for you. I say, okay, have a nice day. Or, well, night in that case. And he, well, got back into his little car. It looked like an old 1960s car. Don't know what type or model. And he drove off. He was pretty weird, to say so myself, from me. He was a tall man. Can't really describe on how tall he was. He was Hispanic. He had a deep voice as well, which didn't alarm me, but kind of put me off tone. And I don't know what to really describe him. The third subject. Well, I go into the building, and it's exactly 10:30. So, have a good amount of time. Only thing I have on me is my phone, the keys the man gave me, my car keys, and, well, that's pretty much it, because, well, gotta get ready for a long night. I go into the office and turn left, and I find the security office right there, so I didn't have to travel far. I go in there, and I see a bright yellow pamphlet. Well, thank you. I'll describe the room for you. The back of the room, there was 2 chairs. One on the far left side of the room. That was a couch, like a lounge couch. And then there was one in the front of the room by the security cameras. Like the screens where I have to see and check manually. Not manually, but, well, just have to check them every once in a while. I guess, is what I thought at first. It wasn't that hard. There was a lamp on the top of on the ceiling. I just had to switch a light and kaboom, and turn it on. It wasn't that creepy in the room. There was a coffee machine by the door. When I opened it, there was a coffee machine, I guess you could say, like, behind the door. Like, kind of offwards to the door, like a little bit, not right exactly behind it, but beside the door, like when you open it. Good. The door as well was a really good security tight door. Solid metal. Steel. You could tell it was a good door. And brand new as well. All the equipment was new when I saw. Anyway, I go to the pamphlet and open it, start reading. This is exactly what it says as well. Rule number 1. Do not leave office in these described hours. 2 o'clock in the morning. 2. 5 a.m. Already, that seems kind of off in my opinion. Why shouldn't I leave the room? That was only the beginning. Rule number 2. Keep office door locked. Check through window often. Now that one seemed weird. Why would I have to check through the window oftenly? Rule number 3. Make a cup of coffee and put it outside at exactly 1:59 a.m. Now that one seemed odd. Why would I have to put a cup of coffee right out the door at 1:59 a.m. right before 2? I said, okay, well then I might have to make that quick. But did alarm me. Rule number 4. After 5 o'clock in the morning, go check out a room. On the other side of the lobby. If you hear a woman crying, enter the room, but don't make contact with her. If you hear a man, go back to the office. Quickly. Now that one was pretty alarming. But I would be getting paid some serious cash for this. So I stayed and read the rest of the rules. What was I on? Ah, yes. Rule number 6, I believe, if I'm correct. I'm sorry if I messed up. I'm not sure if I'm on that one yet. Rule number 6. Check cameras. But do not check camera 5. Turn that camera off. You do not want to see that camera. That one alarmed me, but not that much. That was basically all the rules. After this, it's already 11 o'clock. My shift starts, so I lock the metal door, like said in the pamphlet. And, well, yeah. I have my phone out, watching videos, looking through the window oftenly, and I check cameras. At 12 o'clock, I see something in the camera. Cam number 4. Behind some boxes, because this is a industrial building, I see a black figure. I tried to find another camera, but there's only one camera in that area, and that's cam number 4. It couldn't get behind the box though, so I could not find it. What that was, and it stayed there for a good minute or so. But I I just could not see it, so I did not know what it was. At this point, it is now 1:58. So I get the coffee ready. Because I didn't want to bore you with all the other hours that nothing has happened. Anyway. I make the cup of coffee, which takes about 30 seconds in the machine, because it was a really good machine. Like I said, all the equipment in there is brand new. And I put the cup of joe out the door, lock it. It is now 2 o'clock in the morning. That means I'm not allowed to leave the room by any means circumstance. Or something could happen and I want to find out what that thing is. Like any sane person would not want. After this happens, I see something. That thing. Oh God, the thing. It was not human, nor any creature that you have read of. Okay? This thing was tall, okay? It looked about 9 feet tall. Pretty tall. Don't want to see it. But my curiosity, I just keep staring through that little window. I see the thing grab the cup of coffee and drink it really quickly. Then it looks through the little window back at me. I get startled and step back, because that thing was pretty big. It starts to knock on the door in a pattern. Now that creeped me out. I did not want to go over there because that thing was scary enough. It looked like the spawn of Satan, but not. It was a demon most likely, but I don't know. That thing though, after the knocks, started to make a sound. I don't even know how to make the sound myself, so I can't even tell you. But the sound, it was inhuman. It was a loud wailing sound, like a dog would make if it was howling, but worse. This thing started to grab the knob and try to break it off the door. It was a negative force I didn't want to mess with. I got on the other side of the wall to where it couldn't see me at. The thing, how it vibrated the door, it wanted to cause pain and harm towards me. It wanted to kill me. I could tell on how it was messing with the door. The door vibrated so much, I'm surprised it didn't break off the hinges. But this force, it was strong. It could have killed me if it got through that door. I'm grateful that door was able to stay locked though. Thank God it was able to stay locked. I kept hearing the screeching sound and the door rattling and banging against the walls for what seemed like eternity. I'm sorry, I cannot speak. But it only lasted 5 minutes, which I'm surprised at. And I forgot one thing to tell you guys, what the man said from outside the building, and it was in the rules. It said, don't give any of this information out to the public, which, well, I'm doing right now. But after that thing left, I was checking the security cameras, every single one, to see if I could find it. It wasn't on one camera, which scared me. I wanted to check out cam number 5, but I didn't do it because I didn't want anything bad, and I stopped myself from doing it. At this point, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been in this room for hours. I see the thing come around that door so often. It's checking on me. It's waiting for me to come out the room. It's just sitting right there and walks away. It's like telling me, come out. It's now 5 o'clock. I'm able to leave the room, but not leave the building. I have to go check on the other things. 7 to 6 a.m. Right now, I'm walking towards the room quietly, just in case if that thing's still out there. Oh God, the thing. I go inside and hear a woman's voice say, "Come in." So I walk in. I don't acknowledge her at all, like what the pamphlet said. I'm just in there. Then I hear a man's voice. "What are you doing in here?" At that, I burst out of the room. Don't even care if the thing could hear me. And start running back. Which I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to walk. So now the thing knows I'm in there. For sure. Without a doubt. I hear footsteps running right behind me. As it feels like a nightmare. It's running. Thank God I was able to get back in the room just in the nick of time. I was able to lock it right when the thing slammed against the door, probably almost knocking it off the hinges as I hear the sound. It was a loud vibration. Surprised the door didn't break off the hinges. I can't even leave the room now because it's stuck out there, just waiting for me to walk out. Right when that thing gets out, I'm making a run for it. Don't even care what. I'm gonna burst for the exit with the keys in my hand. Everything's ready to go. My phone's in my pocket. I'm already talking through it for you guys. The thing's still outside the door, waiting for me to walk out. It wants me. I see a black figure on the cameras, moving closer and closer. Closer and closer to my door. Then I notice there's a black figure inside the vent. The thing isn't at the door no more. This is my chance. I grab the keys and I make a run for the entrance. Then, the worst thing could happen. The thing bursted up behind one of the doors. I see blood inside the room. When I look back, turn around and start running towards the exit. Thank God I was able to make it though. Right when I slammed the door shut and locked it, at least I locked it. That thing was able to break through the door. At least I was already in my car when I got there. So, it was good for the moment. I drove out of there, sped out the parking lot with that thing just standing there, waving. Right now I'm at my house, talking to my phone. And I'm gonna post this on social medias. That thing, I don't want to harm anyone else. That thing, it almost drove me insane, man. At least I was able to get out of there and warn you guys. Whatever you do, don't go on jobs that you find from Craigslist.